tipping rabid squirrels with largemouth. What we're getting them on today. So hard to find those little 9-inch largies, but we got our spots. Piker. Not a bad piker. Big piker. All right, that's a good way to start the morning. Not the right flavor, but nice fish. Been at it for about 2 hours. Nice little northern in the bag. Single girl. Single girl does it. Moving it pretty quick, and she just absolutely hammered on it. Good little gator. Okay, let's go get a real one. All right, that got the blood pumping. Now I'm ready for a 50. Well, I got one on. It's really fighting me. Oh. Coming in, the way out there. Blades are still spinning. Nope, nothing falling. So we're still using the same pattern that that Jeff was talking about this morning about using a largemouth as a trailer. I just decided to use a little bit bigger largemouth. Boy. We just got one in the reeds. That's pretty cool. Little shallow spot here and just kind of fooling around, and Katie sets the hook and we thought it was a smallmouth. First fish of the day, came up and ate a little rabid girl and some reeds. Welcome back to Mayhem 10,000 Casts. We'll get her back and get after another one. Well, we just got first one of the day. I think it's around 3 or 4 o'clock probably. We've been out since probably 10. It's beginning of September, but it's not really the normal September that we all hope for the heat or for the cold front. It's been pretty warm. The fish have been super scattered. We found some shallow fish, we found some fish on the edge, we found some fish in mid-depth. So we decided to run up here and try some reeds, some ultra shallow stuff, and Cody got that fish on a rabid girl. Not a big one, but we're gonna hope that there's some more and some bigger ones hanging out in here. So we're gonna give us a decent amount of time and then probably go back to the normal stuff. We got Jeff Schulte of Bomb Squad in the boat, and we got a good buddy of mine from West Virginia, Cody Spring. We got 2 days of fishing ahead of us. It's been pretty slow today, but we got a good cold front coming in this weekend, so it should get them fired up, hopefully. So stay tuned with us. Hopefully we get on some fish in the next 2 days to show you.
Just had a giant porpoise at the boat, pushing 50, I'd say. Try to catch him.
Oh, no. Well, what happened, Jeff?
Well, 10 minutes after that one I just missed, had another one smoke the flap. Had her up, I don't know, she came 20, 25 yards to closer to the boat. Just didn't stay hooked. Swam away just fine. Oh, that's a bummer. God dang it. But that's 2 in 10 minutes. We still got some time, so let's see if I can redeem myself before I get kicked out of this boat.
You're working on it, I know that.
Oh, man.
They're not really eating that great. It's not Jeff's fault or anything. It's how it goes sometimes. But we got a big fish, another 200 yards, so hopefully she bites. That was a good one there. That was a mid-40s probably, so let's get the big one. I'm trying not to breathe. The bugs are really bad, and I keep swallowing them. So the key is to not breathe. I can go for about 5 minutes, and then after that I gotta breathe. Well, you can see the sun's down, the moon's up. Kind of back in that same area that Jeff had the 2-eat flap tail, and I'm in the back of the boat throwing a Dr. Evil, and we marked one on side imaging, and I kind of back casted there, and she came in pushing a decent little wake, probably a 43, 44-ish, but she got 5 feet from the boat and just kind of slowly went off. I think the bite window opened up for about 30 minutes, and it's kind of dying off again for us. So we're gonna keep after it for a little bit here and see what happens, finish out this spot, and probably head in. Well, that's the end of day one. We had minimal action, but we had a couple good eats there at dark on a flap tail. Cody got the one on the rabid girl, or the rabid squirrel. But we got a decent idea of where the fish are hanging out. They're kind of hanging out on more bald stuff than anything. So we're going to get back at it tomorrow early and fish all day just like we did today, and hopefully we can put some more fish in the boat.
Start your next trip with a brand you can trust, Team Rhino Outdoors. For exclusive custom colors as well as trusted, reliable standards, Team Rhino Outdoors has you covered with excellent service and delivery with top-name muskie brands. Since 2014, Team Rhino Outdoors has been the authority in all your muskie tackle needs. Order your muskie tackle today at teamrhinooutdoors.com.
Aft-Tek's custom-engineered fiberglass lids have changed the game, allowing you to remove all carpet from your boat and the problems that come along with it. These replacement hatches deliver unprecedented functionality, durability, and customization for every surface on your boat. Aft-Tek's custom compartment lids covered with advanced marine flooring from Aqua Traction will take your boat to the next level.
We should be fishing right now, but instead we're modifying bait in hopes of catching the fish that didn't bite yesterday.
Well, it's day two. We changed up bodies of water, and a little bit of a late start than we wanted. We kind of got carried away with tinkering with baits, trying to make new sounds with some of Jeff's Topwaters, and which they do sound really cool. So hopefully we get some fish on that, and we're gonna keep after. We've seen one big one, someone that's head out of the water. Not sure if that's a good sign or not. No follows yet, nothing, but we know we're on them, so we're just timing for that bite window. So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have you a big fish here shortly.
Second day, different lake, still throwing the MK65, trying to make up for my 2 mistakes last night during the witching hour. They've been loving the flap, so we're gonna keep after it. I like it in the wind, and we'll see. It's gonna be a good day.
Well, it's getting to that witching hour. We're down to sunset here. Cody just had a nice fish up. Came in, kind of got spooked by the boat, but things are looking up. I replaced Chase. He needed a little break. He got a rotten burger or something. So I'm gonna be fishing for a little bit. Hopefully we get on him here. You know, yesterday, that's the whole deal, was the last hour of that light. So we'll see what takes place. Right there.
God. Jeez, that's a tank.
God.
He just sitting there? We just happened to run right by him. He didn't follow anything or nothing.
Unless he followed one of you guys and you didn't see it.
Just gotta break him in a bit. So here we are at the beginning of day 3. Hopefully things are going to change with this little bit of weather change we had come through last night. It has been, I think, brutal. That's the best way to put it. We're not seeing fish, but we know fish are there. We'll float over them in the boat, but they're not following behind baits. The few that are biting are just bumping the baits. You know, we've had, I don't know what we had, 3 or 4 fish barely hooked and the hooks just popped right out. Other than that, it's been very, very tough. That being said, we know they're here, so we are just going to keep after it. Hopefully this temperature drop and wind shift turns them on. We're going to see. That's all we can do is keep trying. Got her. Buddy. Heck yeah.
Oh, we worked hard for that one.
Oh man, this fish has, this one made us earn it, man. Just absolutely smoked the flap on about the 5th crank. I must have landed a ding near on her head. Awesome. That's a really nice fish. Let's get her out of the bag and take a look at her. MK65, actually the same one I got a 54.5 on last season. Just freaking smoked it. Like I said, probably the 5th crank. Just hammered it, and it was a rowdy 35 seconds there, but getting her in the boat. But man, this is a really nice fish, super wide. Wow, that is awesome. Man, this fish, we earned this one.
Yes, we did.
3 going on, you were fishing even before that 4 days without a fish. Only seeing 1 fish yesterday. Only seeing maybe 1 or 2 the day before. We know they're here, and this just proves it. But you always got to work for it. Persistence pays off. But man, alive, it sure took us a long time to get here. Let's hope this isn't the only one today.
Right. Super tough. Been seeing lots of sitters, and we definitely have a window today. Had a little bit of weather come in last night, but it's already back to bluebird skies. But apparently it doesn't matter. So we're gonna get this out, get her back, and get another one while they're still biting. Oh. That is a tank. Awesome fish, Jeff.
Oh,
get on
sweet.
the bump.
Stay down, baby.
54.5.
No way.
You did it again, bud. All right, let's get her back. Awesome fish.
Okay, okay. Hang on, baby. Hang on with me.
Pretty insane.
Hang on. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for playing. Oh man!
Awesome job, dude.
Yes, yes, yes.
What is it?
Oh,
A
that was a
year
good
ago
feel.
today, pretty much.
Almost to the day. Yeah, that is nuts.
Wow.
And to do it on a 54.5 again. Holy cow! I guess now I got to try to get one of those double nickels.
Yeah.
All right, well let's keep after it.
Yep. They're biting.
Woo!
Magnum Ventures Inc., a woman-owned company, has you protected when it comes to snow, sand, and wind structural fencing products, providing residential, commercial, governmental, and Department of Transportation options for superior property and roadway protection. Proudly made in the USA, Magnum Ventures Structural Snow Fence reduces the drifting and icing of roadways, decreasing the number of accidents and the need for roadside assistance. Contact Magnum Ventures at www.magveninc.com for your project needs.
Muskie Mayhem Tackle has a lot of firsts. They are the originators. The first to bring Flasherboot to the muskie industry. The first big double-bladed bucktails. The first to create giant blades. 18 years of innovating, past and present. The first to develop new ideas. The first to be copied. If you're not first, you're last.
I didn't lose that one. I get to come back again, I think. Oh man, I've been having a little bit of a rough stretch keeping fish hooked. That being said, everybody kind of has. They've been bumping baits and just doing all sorts of stupid stuff. This one finally, this was a no-doubter. I mean, she had the whole thing. Headshot and away we went. So I'm still breathing hard. Probably because I'm out of shape, but that was really exciting too. Oh man, okay, we gotta do it again though. The day is young.
As you can see, the wind's really starting to pick up. Pretty crazy wind, and the waves are starting to go. Fish are starting to eat. It's gonna get really good. Well, as you just saw, Jeff did it again. Exactly a year ago to the exact same date last year, he got a 54.5 on that same exact flaptail. It's pretty insane. But as you guys have been seeing, it's been an absolute struggle the past couple days. Not sure what's going on. This is the time frame when they really should be going nuts, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. So the first day Cody got one, seen a few. The last 2 days was awful. I mean, we were seeing a couple fish. They'd come up and eat the flap and like just come off, barely hooked. Everything we seen was nipping. We're out here today. It's supposed to be overcast. It was a little colder last night. But overcast is gone. Weatherman was wrong. Didn't matter. Big fish came up, ate the flap. Shortly after, we seen another one just sitting there, kind of floated up on top of her because they really weren't fishing again yet. But we're going to keep after it. Hopefully they're in a window. Hopefully we get another big one.
Swing and a miss for old Cody. Just had one eat the tomahawk both sides.
So 5 minutes after that one we just put in the bag, just had another one up, not big, probably 36, 37, but we've seen more activity in the last 5 minutes than we have in the last 12 or 20 hours. So things are going the way we want them. Let's just hope that we get some more bites and we can close the deal on them.
Lots of salad on top. Got to keep the baits clean when you're throwing topwater, but it's worth it. They're eating topwater, so. Oh my God, first cast, are you kidding me? Well, they're still getting off, but at least they're eating. We've had probably 3 or 4 bites, in last hour. And I'm no dummy. When I see that many fish eating topwater, I'm gonna put a topwater. And it was literally my first cast. Little guy came up, ate it right there boat side, but just didn't keep it on. But I wanted a bigger one anyways.
Just had a fish try to eat me about halfway to the boat. Brad was filming some underwater footage of Jeff's baits, and about hooked Brad on the hook set.
It's been a good day so far. I think it's only gonna get better.
I think they're biting, buddy.
Let's go.
Well, Cody got one in the bag. We have got the 54 and a half, I don't know, an hour ago maybe. And I think we've lost 3 or 4 since the 54. All about the same size. This one finally actually committed really well. So Cody did an awesome job, good hook set, kept pressure on her, got her in the bag quick. We're gonna get her out, get her back, and we got a little bit longer this drift, and we're gonna go right back up on top of all these fish. So let's get her unhooked here. You know, it's a pretty cool prop style bait. Different profile. It's a little bit bigger of a prop style, but it's got a completely different sound. It's not that big chugging. I mean, it's got the chug, but it's also got a really cool mechanical noise to it with that tag in there. So that thing's making a truly unique noise while having the same chug, and then the body shape of it and the style keeps that thing riding a lot lower in the water column and on the water surface, and it pushes a way bigger wake. So super cool bait. It's definitely working here in the past hour. We've had, what'd you have, 2 others eat it?
2 others eat.
2 others eat, and they got off, but we got this one in the bag. So we're gonna get her out, get another one.
First trip to Minnesota. It's been a grinder, but the fish are finally turning on. It's awesome. This topwater bite's unreal. I love it.
Super pretty fish, but let's get her back and get another one. Definitely in a good window here.